Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Watch the back. Come on.
On first down, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Eagles first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Into the red zone. Wentz. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
In your face.
They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go. Here we go, G's. 36.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jalen Mills in on the stop. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
1st down, a run with Smallwood. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
You think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Tight dog. Kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A run with Smallwood. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard. Line.
Smallwood, the ball carrier. Tony Jefferson on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go. Check.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Here we go. Lady! Get off the field. Great 57. Hey, we got 3 down. Great 57. Switch up.
Here's Wentz to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum going. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's checking crack.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. Jansen hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Great 15. He don't want it. 40, X3, 218.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sanders has it over the middle, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he just...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 40 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go. 120.
I'm coming after you. Check 26, check 26.
They start the drive with Smallwood. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Smallwood. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, let's go. Great.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Philadelphia.
Go. Waiting.
Tighten up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 29 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And some room to run now. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now it's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This one complete to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run with Smallwood. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And they're going to run the end around with Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 77 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Pac-Man. 180. Let's get it.
Wentz now on first down. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Ready! 74. Bravo!
Working from the gun, Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
54's Mike. Check.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 30 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw, it's Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
To throw is Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the screen.
Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play with...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Coming to you. Hey, one set.
They'll try and throw for it for Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's good.